With the holidays comes a lot of excitement as we get into the festive spirit, but it's not always merry and bright for every single person.
Oh, definitely not. Some people, especially teenagers, can fall into the holiday blues, but there are ways that the adults surrounding them can help to support them through what could be a difficult time. Geronda Montano with Not My Kid is joining us this morning with kind of a breakdown of what signs we should be looking out for and how to really utilize this as an opportunity to reconnect over the holiday break. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, it can be very stressful for some people. It's not as pleasant for everyone, and it's really important to pay attention to routines, keeping things that you typically would do, especially for teens. Typically they're in school, parents are gone and off, and so just keeping that same eating routine, keeping that same sleeping routine. Those are some of the basic things that you can do to just kind of help to wind down over the 2-week break for most of our youth.
Are the signs that you're going to tell us about pretty obvious, or do you have to look?
So when we talk about signs, it looks different for everyone, and so the really important thing to do is talk.
Okay.
And really have those conversations and use it as a time to check in. How did the school year go? How did the semester go? They are typically very different this time of the year than they were at the beginning, especially if they just moved to junior high or high school. So really having those conversations about how did it go and check in.
Okay.
And with that, it'll give you maybe some gut feelings about are things different
about
now.
what they're saying. Yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot of challenges in terms of supervision over a holiday break because maybe you've got 2 working parents or a single parent who's, life has to go on, and so maybe you have to entrust a teen or a tween to be home alone, having a little more freedom than you might otherwise want them to have.
Right.
So how do you make sure that they're staying safe, not using this as an opportunity to experiment, to take part in any harmful behaviors?
One of the things that kids like is going on errands and doing things with their parents. So if there is an opportunity to have them go along with you, even if it is work, sometimes people's works allow them, their jobs allow them to take their kids with them. And then also using that technology to check in, sending them text messages, connecting with them on their Instagram, engaging with them over this time.
I'm going to go back to what you were saying about having those conversations. I'm wondering if you are implying that, this isn't necessarily holiday blues for the kids because of the holidays, but maybe because of the first half of the school year and how they feel about their experiences.
Absolutely. There's so much that happens at school that we don't know about. Kids and parents spend a lot of their time away from each other during the school year because those waking hours are spent at work and at school. So it's really important to get that check-in and see how it went.
So there could potentially be a lot of stress going on with the parents having to get all of the gifts and the frenzy that comes along with that, as well as maybe the needs of the teenager being ignored and their concerns and what's bothering them. All of this can kind of get mixed up and not addressed, I guess.
Yeah, and so I love to say when it's winter break, when it's summer break, kind of do a recap and kind of do a debrief on what happened. And not only just doing it for the teens, but bringing them into your life as well. How was this semester for you? How did the last few months go?
And then we shared a few of your tips about just kind of creating a new reset button and holiday memories or some family times. This is your time to say, put down that phone, let's talk to each other, let's do something together that we can remember and maybe sort of restart in a way that allows us to share even better as the year goes on.
Yes, cooking, shopping, volunteering, all during this time of year. It's a perfect opportunity to connect.
It can all get lost in the frenzy of things, that's for sure. It's a good reminder. Thank you so much
Thank you
for being here.